So now what is nullable? Now you see, nullable, you have to understand it is, you have this in the book, you will get it right, but I want you to understand it or memorize it, right? You can just visualize. See, it is very easy to understand. So nullable means whether a particular node can be made null or not. That's it. Okay, you don't need to by heart anything. So just understand whether a node is can be made nullable or not. So you see, the leaf nodes, can it be made nullable? So can I say there is a string A? Okay, so is it nullable? No, right? Because if A is present, how can null be replacing A, right? It's not possible. That's why a leaf node cannot be nullable, right? Only if a leaf node has, for example, let's say we had, if I consider like this, so it does do not have any child, right? So these are nullable because epsilon is there or nothing is there, right? So that is nullable. But what about A? What about B? What about this A? What about this B? All these leaf nodes have something, have some value, right? A B B hash. So these leaf nodes are never nullable. Understand this. The next thing, is whether a OR node is nullable or not. So a OR node can only be nullable. See, a OR node can only be made nullable if both the child, let's say this is C1, this is C2. If one of the child is nullable, then OR node is nullable. Okay. On the other hand, what about a cat node? Let's say C1 and C2 are the two childs of the cat node. So both of them has to be made nullable. Say C1 is nullable as well as C2 is nullable. Then only the cat node is nullable. On the other hand, or is, if C1 is either C1 is nullable or C2 is nullable, or node is nullable. As simple as that. What about the star node? So always remember, whatever the case be, how many child it has, it doesn't matter. Okay, a star node is okay. Star node only will be applicable for a like single child, right? Let's say we have C1 or C2, whatever. So star node is always nullable. Okay, you have to understand this, because star, what is the meaning of star? Star means 0 or more occurrences in regular expression, right? So 0 occurrence is possible. That is why it can be made null. If I take 1 occurrence, then it is not null. But there is a possibility, right? We can make the star as 0. If we consider the star to be 0, then 0 occurrences of the particular expression, right? Say for example, we have like A or B here, A or B star. So I may not choose any one of them. So I can simply keep the string null here, no issue, because there is a star, right? But is it possible like this? Say A, B, then say A is present. Then what will be the minimum string which must be produced by this regular expression? It is A, right? Because this A is not nullable. This is a leaf node, right? According to this picture. But A or B star can be made nullable because this is 0 or 1 more than 1 occurrence, right? So it is nullable. So always remember this. Okay, let me just delete it. Okay, fine. So a star node is always nullable. Remember this. Now you see, for example, let's say this OR node here, this C1 is a star node, for example. Then is the OR node nullable? Yes. Then the OR node is nullable. How? For example, you see, this can be made null, right? Now, if I choose this path, if I do not choose C2, because this is OR, right? It will be like this, A or B star, like this, isn't it? Now, you see what is happening. What is happening here? You see this entire thing here, this is star. I don't think I have drawn the correct picture. Let's redraw it. What I mean by this is, let's say we have A star, okay, or B, like this. Then what happens? Is it nullable? Yes, it is now nullable. How? Because I may choose this, right? I can choose either this or this, right? For example, I'm choosing this A star. Now, can this A star be made null? Yes. I may not choose this. So that is why this OR node is only can be made nullable only if either of its child is nullable, right? But in case of AND node, C1 has to be nullable as well as C2 has to be nullable. If both of them are nullable, then only this cat node can be made null. For example, I'll take an example. Let's say we have something like this, A star B. Is it nullable? It is not nullable because B must be present. I may choose one occurrence of zero occurrence of A, that is not an issue, but I have to choose one B at least. So this is not nullable. Let's say this one. Sorry. A, B star. Is it nullable? No, because A must be there. B can be made null, but A must be there. So this is not nullable. Not nullable. What about these? Say A star, B star. Is it nullable? Yes. This is nullable because both of them are nullable. This is cat node, nothing else. Right? So a cat node can only be made nullable if both its child are nullable. Okay, and cat node is referring to and, or node is referring to or. As simple as that. And a star node is always nullable. So I hope you got the idea of what a nullable is.